where basically I would be explaining you about some of the key function features of business partners. Okay, business partner also has been involved. So that is going to discuss. So I am starting with the first topic now, that is key function features of business partners, which has been recently introduced. Now, you all know that, right? The business partners was introduced in 2015-16 when the first version of SAP S/4HANA came up, right? From there till now, business partner also has done a long journey. When we see initially business partner, a lot of things we found that, okay, yaar, isme ye nahi hai, this benefit are not there, this thing should happen. A business partner, single entity. Okay, single entity. If I have 5 different addresses, what I need to do? Initially, when it is introduced, I need to create 5 different business partners, right? So that kind of things has evolved and improved during the time. When we came to 2021, one of the change has come up, which is one of my favorite change, which a lot of clients were looking for. Last month in the Step Up Circle, if you have joined, I have done a session on 2021 changes for SD module. In that part, I have briefly covered that the few changes which has been come in 2021, that now we have a function and feature where the address can be allocated, multiple address can be allocated to business partner. बोलो यार परविंदर वो तो कब से कर रहे हैं हम 2016 से ही कर रहे हैं, but the function which has been introduced, you can allocate multiple business partner addresses, and that addresses can also be determined during the that addresses can also be determined during your order to cash process. So that has been introduced in now 2021 after 5 years of follow-up SAP has given us. So and in 2 years back, they have also come up with one more solution where basically, okay, let me ask you, okay, I'm jumping ahead. Okay, let me first create the platform so that you all can come onto the same platform. Okay. Let me share my screen and you can let me know once you are able to see my screen. Are you guys able to see my screen? Quickly over the chat window. Are you guys able to see my screen? Thank you. Thank you for responding. Okay. So what kind of problems which would be answered? So what kind of change and features? I would be explaining 2 key changes which has been introduced in last 2 versions, you can say, for the business partner. So we are going to discuss business. At any point of time, if you're not able to see my screen, please mention in the chat window. So let me ask you, the people who has little bit experience on the business partner. Now, there would be some people who does not know what is the business partner, what exactly it is. People working on ECC. In our trainings, in our SD training and MM training, we cover in depth of the business partner, all the configuration, blah, blah, blah. Kya hai, kyun hai, kya benefits hai, everything we cover in the depth. What I'm going to tell you in very brief here is that in ECC, we create customer or we create vendor. In ECC, we can also create business partner. And we can also link customer and vendor to the business partner. But this link is not mandatory in ECC. In S/4HANA, what happened? We need to create a business partner. And with this business partner, customer will get created or vendor will get created based on the roles assigned. So this link is becoming mandatory in S/4HANA. That is a change happen in S/4HANA. So in S/4HANA, it's mandatory to create a business partner. Then only the customer and vendor would be created. Now first of the thing is I would talk about customer more in this session. Now, one of the thing is make sure your videos are off, guys. Okay. Now, one of the first thing which you need to think about, let's say we are having a customer, right? This customer is having a single entity. I am saying it. Let's say Walmart. Now this Walmart is having a 3 different centers where it need its product. It has a distribution center A, distribution center B, distribution center C, and the main billing is going to happen here in their regional office. Okay. And you are who you are? You are the plant. From your SAP system, you need to supply, you need to distribute to this, you need to distribute to this, you need to distribute to this. Okay, let's talk about in ECC, what you would be doing in ECC for this scenario. Now, at this point of time, if you want to speak, you can unmute yourself, or you can also put in the chat window. In ECC, in this scenario, how many customers you are going to create? How many different customers you are going to create? Okay, these 3 are the different locations where you need to deliver it. I'm getting it on the 3 customers, 4 customers, multiple customers we need to create. Okay, everybody agrees that we need to create multiple customers, right? And that customers, we can use it as a different ship to parties. When you create the orders, you can change the ship to party and then you can place your orders, right? So multiple customers you would be creating. Now this thing, now, okay, let me go back to my screen. Now the same thing, if you would be in S4 HANA, okay, you are in S4 HANA, what you would be doing? In S4 HANA, I'm talking about you are in release 1809, let's say, okay, 1809 or earlier. How many business partner you need to create? And how many customer you need to create in this scenario? Answers on the chat window. How many business partner I need to create and how many customers I need to create in S4 HANA? Let's say the version is 1809 and earlier. One BP, 3 customers. Okay. CSK, Chennai Super Kings says, sorry, 1 BP and 3 customers. We can 1 BP and 3. Anup says 1 BP and 3 customers. Okay. Muni says 3 BPs and 3 customers. Okay. How about others? Now the people who are saying, okay, Anup is saying and CSK is saying 1 BP to 3 customers. Can people tell me, is it possible? Venkat says 3 BP and 3 customer. Can tell me, is it possible to assign multiple customers to one business partner? Is it possible? No. Venkat said no. Okay. Mohammad Afruddin said no. Anup says yes. Anup, how it can be done? If it is possible, how it can be done? Anup said it can be done through Fiori. Okay, Anup, you are right, but partially right. Can it be done in 1809 system, Anup? Can it be done on 1809 system? I said that my version is 1809 and lower. No, for 1809 you cannot do. So Anup, your knowledge is right. We can done it through Fiori, but that feature, with the best of my knowledge, now maybe with some patches they have included in 1809 also. From 1909, they have provided a feature where basically one business partner will be creating a one business partner entity, and that can be linked to the multiple customers also. Okay, that feature has come up through Fiori. You are right. Through Fiori, it has come up from 1909 onwards. It came in 1909 onwards, but it did not work for me in 1909 more. In my lab, I'm not saying in the productive system, in my lab it did not work. 2020 it worked for me. 1909 it did not work for me, whatever the reason was. Jignesh says above 1809 is correct. So we were doing before 1809, the solution was we were creating multiple business partner, multiple customers. Then the question comes, bhaiya, Client says that you said that business partner, we are bringing it because we want to bring a single entity. Now, this is a Walmart is a single entity, and I have a multiple location where the product need to be shipped. Then why I need to create a multiple business partner? Okay, why I need to create a multiple customer? Even my thinking is that even three customers I should not create it. Can I manage with the one business partner, and with one customer? Can I manage a scenario? One business partner and one customer. Can I manage this scenario? Answers on the chat window. Is it possible to do this scenario with one business partner and one customer? Answers of the chat window. Yes or no? Simple. Yes, with partner functions. Okay. Okay. Well, how will you manage with the partner functions, Muni? In the partner function, you would be assigning different customers as your different partners, right? I'm saying one business partner, one customer. That's it. Nothing else. Creating different shipping addresses. Okay. Anup said we can create a multiple addresses. Okay. With the multiple addresses. Okay. Okay. You can create a multiple addresses. But how will you assign the multiple addresses? How will you assign the multiple addresses to your orders? And if you can create partner function, then again in the partner function, you need to change the address, right? You need to go there and you need to change the partner function, or you need to change the address in the partner function. Now the thing comes, it's not only about the address, right? There are a lot of things which can depend on address also, where your loading point, unloading point, a lot of things can be different, right? How will you manage that? Address may be from here, there, you will manage it somehow. Even address cannot be managed directly, but somehow you can say with some additional effort, you can say, okay, address can be managed. But how about the things which can be determined beyond the address? If the shipping point is getting changed, if your loading point is getting changed, there are a lot of things which can depend, even the delivery address can be changed. Delivery plant can be changed based on the your shipping address. How those things can be managed? Can you manage with a single business partner and single customer? We can create multiple address, but needs to do Z logic. That's what we have done it. What Venkat is saying, the same thing we have done. We have managed a solution without the changes which has come up in 2021, but we need to do enhancements. So with enhancements, with the multiple addresses, we were able to determine the addresses when the orders has been created. We did an enhancement for that. And with this Z logic and enhancement, we were able to manage it. But with standard, what business wants to give them, it's a little difficult. Now, the more things has been introduced, which will help. In between, I have some question from Aman. How we are differentiating in the definition of a business partner with that of a customer. So, Aman, I'm talking a little bit high pitch, maybe. So, if you are not aware of business partner, you might be getting it difficult to understand. But let me tell you that when I say business partner in SAP S/4HANA, there are two objects. The first object is the business partner. First, you need to create a business partner. And once a business partner is assigned to a particular role, then it creates a customer. So in S/4HANA, it's a two different technical object. So when I say that business partner is a business partner technical object, when I say the customer is a customer technical object. Okay, so that we are talking about S/4HANA, little bit technical language here when I talk about business partner and a customer. Okay. So now I will just take a screenshot of this and I will put it somewhere and then we'll proceed ahead. Okay. Now, so where we are moving? So we are moving till 1509 till 1809, from 1809 till 2020, no, sorry, 1909 until 2021. Now, these function and features which I would be talking about is as of now with best of my knowledge, because the things are changing so fast every now and then, with FPS release and a lot of things. So initially, when these things we have discussed, if you will, somebody will go through my old recordings, we said that these things are not possible, but in 2021 it's possible, right? So this is as best of my knowledge, and this is as best of as of now what is available. Okay, so from, it was not 1509, it was 1510, the first version. So from 1510 to 1809, what generally we used to create, we create multiple business partner. We create business partner 1 with particular address. To simplify the things, business partner 2 with a particular address. Business partner 3 with a particular address. Business partner 4 with a particular address. Okay, and each one is linked, each one of them is linked with the customer code. Customer 1, customer 2, customer 3, customer 4. And then if these ones need to be linked with each other, let's say this customer 2 is actually a partner function, customer 3 is also playing a partner function, customer 4 is also partner function. Through the partner function, we can link them to each other. But as per the master data, if you will see, we create 4 objects, or if the required multiple objects for business partner, and multiple objects we create for customer, for these kind of solutions. Okay, that's what we have done. Okay, to simplify, okay, jitne bhi addresses hain, wherever the entities you required, you create multiple business partners, you create multiple customers, or a Z solution. So this is standard. Or if you need to take care, okay, that much of master data is not required, only address is there, you can manage multiple addresses to one business partner, but the determination of the multiple addresses maintain. So here it's not about that you cannot maintain the 4 addresses in the business partner. 4 address maintenance in the business partner, the functionality is available from 1510 itself. You can maintain the multiple addresses to the business partners, but assignment of these multiple addresses to the partner function, assignment of these multiple addresses, calling them, determining them in your order to cash process was not available. And I don't know why SAP has taken that longer time to bring it up, because this functionality is not like that they have developed it from scratch or something. These kind of functions was already available in CRM. In CRM, that determination was happen. You can maintain a multiple business partner addresses, and then during your O2C processes, the addresses can be determined. But that address determination is coming in 2021. So before we come to that, in 2020, in 1909, what they come up ki bhaiya, no need to create that many business partner. Let's do one change. Let's create a single business partner, BP1. And okay, we require a multiple customers, and these customers need to be assigned as a partner function. So entity, we said that one business partner for one entity. So my entity is, let's say, Walmart. I have created a business partner, and there might be multiple partner functions I might require. Okay, so multiple partner function, I required a multiple different customers. So one BP will be linking with the multiple customers. Customer 1, customer 2, customer 3. Okay, that functionality has been introduced from 1909 to 2020. One business partner, 3 customers. This was not... Yes, please.
Yeah, sorry. Can I ask a question, or you want me to ask later?
You can type your question on the chat window. I will take a logical break and then we'll answer it. In between, you can type your question in the chat window. Don't hold your questions. Put it into the chat window and I will take a logical break. Is it good?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So One business partner is now associated with the multiple customers. That functionality has been come up in 1909, but this functionality is not there with the BP transaction code, as best of my knowledge as of now. Somebody's seeing this video maybe 2 years down the line, he say Parvinder kya bol raha hai yaar, ye to hota hai. Maybe in future it can happen, but as of now, with best of my knowledge, it cannot be done with the BP. It can be done with the Fiori application. With Fiori app, we can do it. And it also follow a special structure. Okay. It does not follow the interlinked tables. You know that we follow this table cust link table, CVI cust link table. So that table it does not follow. It follows some MDG tables to link business partners and the customers. Okay. And in from the BP transaction, we'll also not be able to see the link. We'll also not be able to see the exactly the linkages. You can find it indirectly, but directly you will not be able to see in BP. So Fiori application is key. That changes, if you want to do it, need to be done through the Fiori application. What is the Fiori application for this? The application is manage business partner. I think it's manage business partner or manage business partner data, master data. That is a Fiori application. I will show you. This is a Fiori application which need to be used for doing this kind of things. And it has a special structure. You need to follow the special structure. With best of my knowledge, this Fiori application, this solution, if you are implementing it, make sure you do the thorough testing, because this Fiori application, the testing which I have done so far still has bugs. It still has bugs. Okay, a lot of bugs would be answered through the SAP note. I am not saying that there is no SAP notes to answer the bugs with the standard delivery with the 2021 FPS 0. It still has some bugs, but you need to search out some SAP notes to get the bugs fixed. Whenever you do the copy or do some, if you do straight away create, assign, those things you do, the bugs will not come. But when you will try here and there, copy from this to this to this, some bugs can come up. Okay, so this functionality has some bugs. Okay, so make sure that if you are adopting it, you do the thorough testing. Now, what change happened when we moved to 2021 in the recent version? What SAP has provided now, what possibility is there that I can create single business partner, and I would be creating it with multiple addresses. Address 1, address 2, address 3. And I will also create a single customer. Under this customer, I would be having multiple partner function, my partner function 1, partner function 2, partner function 3. So there is now multiple options are there. I'm just telling you one of the option. And these addresses, you can assign that this address would be used by partner function 1. This address would be used by partner function 2. And this address would be used by partner function 3. This is one of the things you can use, or you can say that even though you have not assigned, the partner function is same. Okay, let's say this code is BP001. I will also show you in system. And this code is also BP001. So this is also BP001, 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 but with different addresses. So additionally, when you are assigning your customers partner functions to the customer, the same customer, but you can also assign different addresses. Or you can say that I don't want to assign the addresses in the partner function. You can go into the sales order screen. When you create a sales order, at the time of creation, a pop-up will come and it will ask you which address you want to use it. You can use the addresses here from the pop-up, or you can go into the line item level, and within the line item level, you can also choose that for particular partner function, what address I want to use it. So that play around the addresses is available now. So multiple things are available. The determination of addresses are available within the business partner. Your address dependent parameters also you will be able to maintain. If the one address is there, my ship to party should be one. If the another address would be there, my loading point or unloading point can be different. So address dependent parameters comes into the picture. Determination of the addresses comes into the picture. Allocation of your addresses to the partner functions comes into the picture. Okay, so these things are coming into the picture now. Now my experience for everything, it says that whatever the functionality SAP introduced in one version, okay, the best you will get it into the next version. Okay, so now this functionality I have done the limited tested, because there's so many permutation combination play around you can do. There can be, I think if these need to be tested in detail, there can be 100 of scenarios need to be tested. I have done a limited testing and I found some bugs there. Okay, sometimes one address has been maintained in business partner for the pair, but it is picking some another address in the sales order in the pair. That kind of abnormalities I have seen, and for me it's quite common. I say it's quite common for me because I'm testing this from 2015 itself, the new functionality and features which has been introduced, and everywhere I found that any new thing has been introduced, any new application has been introduced, it take 2 to 3 years, it take 2 to 3 version to fully stabilized. Okay, so these are the good functionality has been come up, but before you go to your customer, before you commit to your customer, make sure that you do a proper testing. Whatever scenarios you are thinking, you just test it first and you say, okay, most of the things are working. Don't see that 100% things of the working. If 80% of the things are working for you, go ahead with your business. Rest 20% leave it to SAP. Ring their button to get it solved, okay, through the SAP notes or whatever things. But if you're adopting in 2021, make sure that you would be having some hiccups because it is released only in 2021.